So your girl went to Peru for the weekend. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, That Chocolate Vegan, with me, Erin Wells, and today we're doing a little something different. Today will be my very first vlog on this channel. I am going to show you guys what I did in Peru. What I ate, how was it, would I go again? Let's get started. Okay, so the last weekend of August, guys, I went to Peru for my friend's 30th birthday. I'll insert some photos right here. Happy birthday, Galloway! Woo! Anyway, Peru has never been on my bucket list, but when you tell me international, try something new, experiences, I am there. So I just want to put this vlog to tell you guys how I survived being vegan in Peru. Before I left, I packed some goodies, guys. You know it is not a vegan world. I don't care if you're in America, and it's definitely not a vegan world international. So I brought, let me see, cookies, trail mix, what else did I bring? A whole bunch of stuff I knew I could like stay full and satisfied on the flight, and if need be, when I was in Peru. I also brought some liquor because it's allowed through TSA, but it's a family channel. So I get on board, they give us the menu, and I'm just like, I knew it. I think it was a grilled chicken option, a chicken salad option, and a vegetarian option with pasta, but it had, of course, like a milky, I think Alfredo sauce, I do believe. I asked the flight attendant, like, okay, can I get a salad with no chicken on it? And she's like, oh, it's already on the side, no problem. It was on the side, y'all, but it had the feta, I think it was feta or goat cheese all in the salad, and I was like, God. So I ate a little crusty dusty bread they gave, and I had a little crusty dusty hummus, pita bread and carrot and vegetables they had. It was okay. It was airplane food. Once again, it was a spread. You can't get mad at Delta for the spread. They gave us cheese at every meal. Why? Who? Do we need that? Why? You know, the flight was about 6 hours long. I was miserable. I know that's not that bad, y'all, but I'm a little kid. I'm like, and I was traveling alone. My friends left the day before I did. So I'm just like, they gave us earphones, you know, a blanket, a pillow. I even found some more liquor in the seat that somebody must have left ahead of me. I was like, aha! Yes! Upon arrival, they even gave us a breakfast, and that was all vegetarian too. It really was no option. I think I drank the orange juice, and the rest was crap I wasn't gonna eat. And more cheese. Delta. A lot of people gave that cheese back. Why do we need so much cheese? Why? So get to Peru, finally. The taxi that my friend had ordered for me picked me up, took me to the hotel, which was all the way up the hill. It was very, very lovely. I was super tired, but I was like, turn up, cause we here. I'm with my friends. Let's do this. I made it. I looked a hot mess, but I made it. Nothing to tell you guys that first night. I wasn't hungry because my trail mix on the plane, I was straight with that. 4:30 in the morning, we had to be downstairs to go on our tour that was gonna last all day. Yes, you heard me, guys. 4:30 a.m. to go on the tour. What city are we mostly doing today?
Today is just doing South of Lima, you know?
Gotcha, South Lima, okay.
Right.
I think I packed, did I bring some snacks? I don't think I brought any snacks. I think I just had faith that I was gonna find a vegetable somewhere down the line. And we traveled about 3 or 4 hours to our destination. It was like a boat tour. Alrighty. Reached our first stop. Birthday girl. We saw just the beautiful waters. It was a island full of birds and sea lions, and what else was there? Crabs. It was a lot to see. I don't like birds, vegan or not. Tweet over there. Tweet over there. It was definitely winter time when we went over there, so you see us with jackets on, they'll be like, what are they doing? It was winter. Their summer starts in November. So that was like a culture shock. It was like, yeah, come back in the summer. And I'm like, that is fall for us. What do you mean? I did really enjoy the boat ride. The wind was whipping through our hair and everything like that. Just a beautiful, beautiful sight to see. Beautiful. During our boat ride in one of the sand dunes, there was I thought it was the thing that's in Little Mermaid. What is that thing called? A trident. I thought that's what that was. And he was like, no, it's a chandelier or whatever he called it. Put the clip in, put the clip in.
Se desarrolló esa cultura peringa, ¿no? La cultura paracas. And I was familiar with the Paracas culture too, because the figure has the same shade as the cactus San Pedro, right? Maybe it was maybe the people, the culture, when they were doing the crest depredation, they used the cactus to use like a associated plant.
Let's get down to it, Aaron. What did you eat while you were in Peru? So my very first Peruvian meal, I don't even know if it's authentic because once again we're in a tourist area in Paracas, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, was we stopped at a breakfast spot, and thankfully, like, even though it wasn't translated in English, some of the stuff is the same. Like tomato might have been tomato with an accident. I know I'm saying that so wrong. Anyway, I could read the menu and I saw a vegetable in Spanish. So it was a vegetable sandwich. First of all, it had bread came to the table. No, I did not ask if it was vegan. I ate it, y'all. Beggars cannot be choosers. I was hungry at this point. It was about, I'm gonna throw out 9 o'clock. I don't know what time it was. I have no clue. No, it had to be later than 9 o'clock because the ride was like 3 hours, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It might have been 9 or 10 o'clock. Anyway, so didn't ask about the bread. I ate the bread. It came with some dipping sauce that I cannot describe. It was different. It was maybe, if I had to, mustard and paprika and something else combined. Yeah, I ate it. So yeah, bread came to the table and I ordered like a vegetable sandwich. It said it had zucchini, tomatoes, eggplant, roasted with some bread. So I'm like, okay, I can do that. That sounds good. It was so nasty. Oh, it was nasty. Oh, I did not enjoy that at all. No, I did not. When they said roasted, I mean, y'all put it in the oven. It felt like they put the plain vegetable in the oven for 2 seconds, no salt, no pepper, and the bread was disgusting. I'm like, oh, this is not Nature's Own. No, it's not. No, it's not Ezekiel. I don't know what this is. I let my friend, I said, am I tripping? Y'all taste this bread. They said, it's different. I said, it's nasty. I don't like their fries over there. They're thick cut. They're more like those, well, you'll see the pic. You saw what they look like. Their steak fries, they weren't good either. I'm like, I'm about to starve over here. I'm about to starve. Now, I ate it. I ate the vegetables because at the end of the day, I needed the nutrients. Keep in mind, I only had the trail mix and stuff on the plane, so I needed the vegetables. Because we were Americans, of course, it was locals coming to us all the time, you know, trying to sell us stuff. And I'm like, I'm still poor. I know the dollar is more than your money is, but I ain't got it. Hey guys, we have gotten off the boat. My friends are souvenir shopping. I'm not big on souvenirs. I don't know what to get people. Do you really want this shot glass? Do you want a shirt? I don't know.
This is 25, but this is 20. The other one's 24, 22.
Okay.
No?
Okay.
Okay, do you want?
Yeah.
1?
2.
2? Okay. That one and this one, or?
On our way leaving Paracas, we saw a man on the side of the road selling fruit. Hey sir, hey, this got to be better than what I just ate. Can I have some, please?
Pero, ya, ¿esto cuánto es?
He's like, y'all done changed it up.
Please, keep this heavy.
All of it?
Yeah, you eat and the rest.
Okay.
Okay.
It's plantain.
So Jose said they were called plantains. Of course, we call them bananas because we're simple. We got an orange and an apple. They were good. Delicious, no, because I guess maybe we pump a little bit extra sugar in our fruit. Because I was like, this tastes like unsweetened fruit. It wasn't bad, just not as sweet as American, but I didn't mind it. I gulped it down once again. Give me all the nutrients. So our next stop was the most exciting part, y'all. It's time to sandboard. Turn up. All right, let me not be lame. So we went sandboarding. It was very adventurous. The the ride starts when they take you into the desert. Like literally you're on a, is it called a dune buggy, go-kart, really fast Jeep, whatever you want to call it. We just pumed. I'm holding on for my entire life. I just knew at any time I was toppling over. I just knew it was over for me. We get to the desert. He tells us the hill that we're going to be sandboarding down. And we're like, who going down this hill? But birthday girl stepped up first. And she said, I'm going to show y'all the example of how you go down a hill not to be scared. And then this happened. Y'all, she fell off. She fell off. That was me laughing at my friend. I'm so sorry. You know, I love you with all my heart. I cried laughing. I did. It was a tear. Gonna ruin my whole makeup. It was so, oh, she was okay. Oh, that was so funny. That was so funny. That night on the way home, we stopped at another 24-hour breakfast type shop because Jose needed some more coffee. Again, he was driving us all day. So I think he stopped for coffee like 3 times. And I was like, all right, here's my chance to order again. Here we go, here we go. And of course, Jose was there to interpret for us. Again, no vegan options. So I think I got the chicken nuggets, gave the chicken nuggets to Jose, and I ate some more of them nasty fries because, again, your girl didn't want to starve. I did have some pisco, which was a vegetarian drink, but it's native to Peru and I had to try it. It has egg white on the top, so what I did was just stick my straw in there and just obviously avoided the top of it. Like I'm pretty sure I got a little egg in my system, but I'm not gonna die. It was good. I liked it. It definitely gives you buzz. So that was kind of cool. So my friend with her, I think she got beef and something. She had a little side salad. So good. It had avocado, tomato, lettuce, blah blah blah, something something. And I'm like, it had like a lemon herb dressing. I'm like, Jose, why you didn't tell me to order that? Give me, so I flagged down the waiter and I was like, can I get this? I'm speaking slow, y'all. Can I get this in big? Like I basically wanted her side salad, but in a large portion. So Jose translated and he brought it. I could have had this. That salad was so good, so simple, but it was really the lemon dressing that like brought it together. I was like, that's really what I did. I can't remember if wine was before or after sandboarding. I'm gonna go with after. I'm gonna go with after. The wine was really, really cool. We didn't get to enjoy the tour as much as we wanted to because there was some Malaysian lady who would not leave us alone. She was on our tour because I guess she wanted the English speaking tour, even though I know in my heart she probably knows 5 languages because she's been around the world and she will make sure that you know that. She kept interrupting the tour guide. He was so irritated. He made she made the tour guide sing to Galloway happy birthday in his language. Neither one of them cared. She didn't care. Tour guide didn't care. I have it on footage. I have footage.
Come on, girl.
She's making him sing happy birthday to Galloway. Okay, in his language.
We have no language. 1. That's sad though. 3.
Okay, which one?
What's going on? I can't.
Next one.
Look at their face. The next morning, we got to sleep in. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. But we toured the pyramids. Oh my gosh, I can't, guys. That's one of them things I can show you pictures and video, but you had to be there. The energy was amazing. Amazing. Oh, but I'm skipping breakfast. I'm sorry, guys. The hotel breakfast. Delicious. Okay? Plenty of vegan options. Plenty of carnivore options too as well, but plenty of vegan. I was like, ooh. I just want to keep eating here. Why does breakfast at the end? It should be 24-hour breakfast at the hotel. That was so good. I mean, I had pretty basic things. I had a toasted peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but I don't care. It was toasted. It was hot. It was good. I had avocado, fruit. I had some stuff. I don't know. Y'all saw the picture. I had stuff. It was really good. And then we headed out to go, yeah, to the pyramids. But yeah, the energy at the pyramids was just, oh, I had to not walk by the most holy part of it because the energy hit me. I know it's positive energy, but it hit me so hard, y'all, that I wasn't ready to receive it, I guess. And I just let my friends do their ritual, feel the earth and let the universe talk to them. But I was just like, wow, I kind of just had my own little moment, you know, to myself. But beautiful, beautiful place. Peru is just gorgeous. The people don't know what they have over there because you have to travel. You have to travel to know what you have, you know, to appreciate what you have. In terms of just landscape and not seeing pollution in the air every 2 seconds and chemtrails. Oh, let me not go on about our government trying to poison us by any means necessary. Leaving the pyramids, we stopped for some fruit called, we'll insert here. So good. Only in Peru. Hopefully United States steals it eventually, like we stole jackfruit because it took us a minute to get that. But oh my gosh, this fruit. Keep in mind, we hadn't eaten since the hotel. It was about 6 hours later at this point, so we were like not starving because we had a big breakfast, but we could eat. So that fruit filled us up for a couple more hours. I was like, what? It was yeah, but we saw the middle class area, the poor area, which, okay, it's gonna sound crazy. That was beautiful to me too. You know how you see in the movies that they're really making houses in the mountains? Could I switch? No, because I'm a spoiled American, but I was like, this is so cool. We kept seeing more people sell fruit and I wanted to stop, and our tour guide kept going. I'm like, I guess he thought like, why would I stop for the side? I won't side of the street fruit. That's what I want. That's what I was living for, that living. So very last meal in Peru was at, like, I would say if you're from Atlanta, the equivalent of like maybe Atlantic Station. I wouldn't say Atlantic Mall, I would say more of Atlantic Station because it had an outdoor indoor vibe to it. Very pretty mall type joint, had American stores, TGI Fridays, Chili's is in there. But we ended up going to like a Chinese place. We got some stir-fried rice with some vegetables. I don't know if the sauce was vegan. I wasn't about to ask. You gotta just kind of get it how you live it. I'm pretty sure it was. I don't know. I mean, yes, it could have milk in it, but I didn't get sick. I did not get sick. Got some fried broccoli. Tried another juice over there. It was a good little restaurant. Like I said, it just tastes like some good Chinese food. That was our last meal. Like I said, I didn't eat over there. Like I wish. I don't know, my friends aren't foodies. They are more than willing to have vegan food. More than willing. They're just not foodies. They're not gonna seek out a place to have like, oh, we gotta have this. They're just like, feed me over here. I'd rather get the Peru experience. And I'm just like, I'm always hungry, which is why I'm not a skinny vegan. But yeah, so I didn't eat too much. I really wish I stayed over longer to really tell you guys if you could be vegan over there. From what I saw, no. Of course you could make your own stuff, but in terms of going out, enjoying a vegan meal, enjoying it, just from the 2 or 3 days I was over there is what I'm saying. You would have to be vegetarian for, if you love food. Now if you just eating to live how we should be, then yeah, you're straight. But if you enjoy food, a good vegan dish, won't prepare at a restaurant, or even prepare it like, I don't know, you're gonna have to cook it yourself. Going out, it was a no. But beautiful experience, y'all. Hopefully I'm not leaving anything out. I know I'm probably gonna go back and insert some more dialogue here, but yeah, that's how it was, being vegan in Peru. But being Erin in Peru is fun. I definitely enjoyed, definitely want to go back. Do you have any international trips, flight tips, what to eat when you're overseas? Leave them down in the comment below. I love to see y'all discuss among yourselves. I learned from y'all. Tips, tricks, anything. I was told that I should have called ahead to Delta and they would have had a vegan meal prepared for me. I did not know. I will know next time. But like I said, I came prepared either way, so I was fine. But yeah, let me know in the comments below. And where should I go to next? Have y'all went anywhere that has some good vegan food? I do know me and my friends want to go to Colombia next. I think that'd be great. Colombia and Egypt, which I'm definitely not worried about vegan food in Egypt. I just feel like I'm gonna just pick from the earth. As always, guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I'll see you next time. Peace.